it's the way you've seen them grow. You've seen structure come into the organization, which hasn't been there in over 20 years, since the days of Patrick Ewing. That's how long it's been since they've had structure. And I feel that that's really rubbed off on the players and rubbed off the right way. Because when you put a system in place, the way that Thibodeau has put it in, and you get your players to say, hey, buy in, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to dive for every 50-50 ball. We're going to get cut. We're going to get bleed. You want to do that. And you get paid for everything outside, the reward. Basketball is a simple game. Okay. It's a very easy game to understand. Invest in it as much as it could be as someone like me or you, as invested as we are, or a casual. It's a very simple game, but outside, the work that you have to do, everything that goes into it, that's what you get paid for. And these guys have earned every dime of their money this year. And what I'm most proud of, Chris, I think you can agree with this as well, is the way that stickler Tom Thibodeau, also known as Screaming Enthusiast, he is very stuck to his ways, but he's grown up, but he's also had fun. He smiles a lot. He laughs, which is great. And we never see that. We've never seen that from him ever.
And he's adapted to the modern NBA in various ways. Yes. You can just tell he's happy in his spot as the coach of the New York Knicks. They're winning. Quote from him recently that stood out to me was one that involved his willingness to let Emmanuel Quickley, a rookie, shoot deep three-pointers. There's a 4-point line in the Knicks practice facility. It's there. It's real. It's a white line, a little bit behind the black 3-point line, that allows players like Quickley to practice their range. And the fact that Tibbs allows him to pull up from that range in games is just definitively indicative of an adaptation to the modern NBA. So Tibbs having a good time as the head coach, guys like Julius and RJ working hard and playing hard. Like, they are going out. Well, over the offseason, they put in the work. Randle quit wine, dropped like 15 pounds. A whole lot of improvements from him that just all added up. Barrett, his development really was noticeable, really happened during the season with more time on the court. Reminder to folks at home that his rookie season was cut short by the entire world stopping for a couple months there. So RJ didn't even have a full 82 games of experience on an NBA floor. If you go ahead and take those first games this year that get him up to 82 of experience and look at the stats from that 83rd game and on, that player would have been in contention at least, if the Knicks had the record they did now back then for the All-Star game. And that's just totally different, because we were having discussions at the beginning of the year. I was saying he wasn't a bust, and that was a hot take. So it was tough at the start of the year with his shooting cold streak, but just now to be where the Knicks are in the Eastern Conference standings in the NBA landscape, it's great. I mean, their game tonight just started. There's 10 minutes and 27 seconds left in the first quarter. The score is 3-0 Denver. The 43-22 Nuggets are their opponent tonight. But back to RJ Barrett there, that in-season improvement has been great to see, and it's led to him being a good number 2 option on a playoff team that just went 4-0 against the teams that had the opportunity to draft before RJ Barrett was selected. The New Orleans Pelicans with Zion Williamson, RJ Barrett's not only teammate, but roommate
and best
at Duke
friend.
University. Good friend as well at Duke University. 2-0 New York Knicks against them. The Memphis Grizzlies, heralded in media circles for their drafts and their willingness to take older, good players and not knock them just for being older. Guys like Tillman, Clark, they're racking up good players. Ja Morant, one of them. Number 2 pick in the 2019 NBA draft. However, the Knicks 2-0 against the Grizzlies this season. They swept both matchups against both of those Western Conference teams. I just wanted to see from a non-Knick fan perspective. So I need you to throw on your NBA analyst cap here. There it is. The Knicks have allegedly, visibly, empirically, potentially built better around RJ Barrett than either of these two teams have around their guys in just a season and a half. How do you feel about this?
So this is one of those don't believe the hype cases. Okay. First of all, shout out to Public Enemy. It's a great song. Secondly,
did you see that I met Chuck D outside Madison Square Garden?
I did. Yes, guys. No, Chris is famous. He's
no.
member of Public Enemy.
Yeah. That I heard about.
But don't believe the hype is it's a thing. Okay. They were correct on that. So players that come out of college, they come from Europe, wherever they come from, and there's this hype around them. Everyone goes, "Oh my God, this is the next coming of player A, and this is guys player B," and they're all these things. And then they'll turn out to be sometimes LeBron, and that was probably the most hyped draft prospect ever. You could say Michael, you could say Patrick Ewing in '85, Hakeem. We can go on to Yao Ming, perhaps, was a highly valued draft pick. And Anthony Davis is another one. So these players that are just so hyped. Kevin Durant is the other one. Transcendent, these players oozing with potential to be these stars.
Yep.
They come out of college, and right away they're really good. Okay, I'll use 2 years ago. Zion and Ja were fantastic out of the gate. Zion, now he had the injury thing. It took a while to get going. The problem that I have when you build around players that get so much hype is that there's this unnecessary pressure that starts to cave in on them. You have to keep in mind, I'm 20 years old, you're 19. So they're no older than you and I.
Yep.
They're kids. They're still kids. And they're getting paid millions of dollars to play basketball, baseball, football, whatever. And you're already putting them on this pedestal, and then it's like an unchoppable block. They're just never going to live it down. And even when they need to fall back down to earth, they say, "Hey, I need a mental break," or, "Give me some help, man. I can't do it by myself." They don't fall off of this impeccable block. So the thing that I'm trying to get at is, while the hype is great, the added pressure really, it seeps into their minds, and the mentality of an NBA player is important to their play. And I'm sure that it's in the back of Ja's mind that I'm getting outplayed by this guy who was written off, didn't even make an all-rookie team, didn't even finish in top 3 or 4 in Rookie of the Year voting a year ago. Zion's probably super mad that, my old college roommate and my best friend, he's kicking the boots off of me.
Yeah.
It's probably embarrassing for those two who just exploded into the NBA. And Barrett's just quietly kept his head down. He's worked. That's the thing with him too. He's all work. This kid doesn't post the workout videos. He doesn't do that.
He has less Instagram followers than Alex Caruso, man.
Really?
This kid is quiet.
He is, yeah, and that's the thing. He's all work. He doesn't care if you like his post or you and I DM him like a funny meme. He doesn't care. He's there to work. He has a job to do, and he gets that. And he understands the situation he was thrown into. 2 or 3 years ago, you and I would be having a completely different discussion about the state of the Knicks, because they were just a dumpster fire. They were a hot mess. They were just, I'll use this term again, getting brutally beaten by pretty much everybody. Brutally beaten physically, literally in scores, beaten by the media, beaten by fans. They were getting beat by everybody. And now Here they are in 2021. They've completely flipped the narrative. I don't even know if they're the same Knicks anymore. They're just like, who are these guys? Who are they?
They started out the year playing better than anyone could have expected. They've recently been playing like a team that knows that they can play better than anyone expected. And it shows in their play, because the confidence recently has been oozing off the screen. Before
My television melts when they play. The confidence just comes through my TV screen.
I'm down thousands in LG bills this month,
man.
Thomas. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
bad.
The flat screens are coming in. I have the order on repeat now.